Howdy everyone, Poacher here with the Age of Magic video, and in today's video we are doing the Champion Spotlight for Balthazar. Balthazar is coming into the game very shortly, and he is a renegade, a new faction. He is a caster. Amazing, we have not received a caster in a bloody long time, so high hopes already. And he's an Abyss Slaves, or part of the Abyss Slaves as well, which is kind of like Defenders of Arat with Lucky and Softy and all those willy-nilly guys. So it's going to be a new group of heroes. So essentially what I'm thinking straight off the bat is he's going to be used for an event. You're going to need the Abyss Slaves to complete an event. So we'll go over his stats, his abilities, and then we'll show you a bit of gameplay. And you guys can decide whether or not you like him or not. So Balthazar's stats come in with hit points at 1.7 million, his speed is 219, his armor is 19k, magic damage resistance is 38k, what do we have, basic magic damage is 156k, magic critical hit chance 34, and magical critical damage 336k. So overall pretty nice stats, really low armor and magic resist, so it's going to be a bit squishy. Health on the low side as well. Speed, top 20 heroes in the game at the moment. And he has pretty decent damage. I'm not going to go into how good he is compared to other heroes. However, like I'm going to do in all my videos, I'm going to link the database down below in the description. You can open up that and compare him to what heroes are in the game at the moment and decide, how you would use him. So, going over his abilities, normally I work left to right, starting from basic and going to the passive, but I'm going to start with his passive this time because his passive is actually very important to how he works. So his passive is Renegade's Burden. At the start of his turn, Balthazar receives a Darkness token and can collect up to 5. His damage increases by 5% for every Darkness token he collects. At the start of his turn, he gets a shield worth 5% of his max HP for every debuff he has. So a brand new mechanic being added to the game, a character that relies on tokens, and obviously the more tokens you have, the more powerful he becomes. However, his tokens play into one of his abilities as well, which is really cool. So we'll go over his abilities now. His basic attack is Ray of Chaos. Damages an enemy, has a 100% chance to guarantee a critical hit on his next turn. For every demon and renegade ally, he has a 15% chance to get 50% more initiative. So a really powerful basic ability, granting himself a guaranteed critical strike. You need to ask yourself, do I want to use this ability before using another one to ensure that I'm getting the most damage possible? Really cool. It's already, I can already tell that this caster is a very powerful damage dealer, and that's really good because unless they're like a support caster, I feel like a caster should be dealing a lot of really strong damage. So his first special ability is Path of Darkness, damages an enemy and does double damage to their shield. If there is a critical hit, he deals a further 15% damage for every debuff and dot the target has. So this is where you want to use his basic first. Use your basic, guarantee your critical strike, and do even more damage because he's getting an extra 15% damage for every debuff and dot on the target. 100% of the damage he does is restored to his own HP if the target had a slow or dot effect. Now that's really good. The game, and everyone is aware of it, the game has always had an issue with healers. It's hard to run a team without running a lot of healers. There are like 1 or 2 teams that do well with only 1 or 2 healers, but on the majority, most teams have 3. At the very least 2. Adding characters that have a level of self-sustain to them is just going to expand people's rosters so much more. You're not going to have to worry about, I can only run this damage dealer and this damage dealer because I need my healers to back me up. Having characters that can semi-look after themselves in battle, amazing. That is a really good step because it just allows us to mix up. Well, we're not going to need, those 5 healers or whatever. Or not 5 healers, what am I talking about? Anyway, you get the idea. So that's really cool. I like the self-sustain. That's awesome. His next special ability is Dark Arts. Gives the target 1 random debuff from the list. Reduces the target's damage output by 30%. Sorry. Their dodge by 100%. Armor by 35%. Reduces initiative by 100% when an ally attacks them. Forbids putting buffs and removes all buffs from the target. Removes all buffs from the target. If there are 5 darkness tokens, removes 1 buff for 2 darkness tokens. 2 buffs for 3 darkness tokens, and 3 buffs for 4 darkness tokens. For every darkness token collected, the ability will affect more random targets and cause more debuffs. So, that's insane. he is a foreplay character. You're not going to ram it in. You're not going to blow up in people's faces. You want to kind of save these tokens. The more tokens you save, the more effective he's going to be against the enemy team. He's going to be removing buffs. He's going to be adding debuffs. And he's going to be applying more debuffs to more enemies the longer you save tokens. If you can potentially get to those 5 tokens on him and use this ability, you're setting yourself up. It's a really... You not only... What are you doing? Like, think about it. Lowering damage, lowering dodge, chance of removing initiative, forbids buffs and debuffs, and removes the buffs as well. You're clearing the field pretty much for your team. So, I love this character's movesets. Just from reading it, he sounds like he's really, really fun to use. And he's just a powerful caster. Just reading his abilities, he seems like a powerful caster. And at the very least, even if he's not as strong as his abilities make him sound to be, he's at least a fun character to use. I'd love to try and get him up to 5 tokens and clearing the board of all buffs and debuffs and just wreaking havoc. So yeah, I love his movesets. I love the token idea. I think that's really cool. It's refreshing. It's new. Anyway, let's see what this bad boy can do in battle. Okay, we are going to be using Balthazar against the bomb squad. Okay, we're going to run this on 2x speed. I'm going to start by just using my auto attack because I kind of want to get that guaranteed critical strike just to see how much his special does. So we're just going to auto attack. Next attack is going to be guaranteed critical strike. We're going to get the heal up so the bomb doesn't destroy us. Here it comes, bang, doesn't do anything really. We're going to add our evasion and slow down the enemy. We are going to use... Okay, so we're pretty safe right now. Abaddon didn't really get anything off, but that's okay. I don't really care about Abaddon right now. Okay, so we have a guaranteed critical strike now. Let's see how much damage this rips up for. 450k. So that's pretty good combo. Use your auto attack, then use your special. Obviously you don't have to, but the guaranteed critical is really nice. So now we are going to... Can't target anyone else just yet. Just going to auto attack for now. We're stacking up those things as well. We're at 3 stacks right now. I'm going to go for 5. We got 219k crit there. Awesome. I'm in no rush to use Balthazar just yet. I want to devastate the enemy with as many debuffs and debuffs as possible. So we are just going to change our target now to Soothsayer. Okay, everything's going pretty good. What are we at? 4 stacks. So on our next turn, we'll be able to do a little bit of business. He's a fun character. I just love the saving up the tokens. It's just so good. It's not, it's... Alright, now we've got 5 stacks. We've got 5 tokens on him. Let's see what this bad boy can do. We'll take him down to just regular speed. And then we are going to use, what's it called? Dark Arts. So let's watch our enemies. What happens to them? Oh, beautiful. All their buffs go away. Look at all the debuffs they've got as well. They are at a severe disadvantage right now. This is amazing. Their damage is decreased. We're going to go back up to 2x speed. We can just keep attacking. Oh, 600k crit by Abaddon there. And then we can... Do we have a guaranteed critical strike? We do not. I'm just going to auto attack, proc the Azariel passive, and then we got a crit on our next turn. Then we go on to Rock. I'm not worried about the timer running out. We can increase the speed if we really want to. Alright, now we have a guaranteed critical strike. Oh no, we don't. We've lost it, haven't we? He doesn't have the buff. Let's... Yeah, he needs the buff. Okay, that's fine. We'll use it on our next turn. Can we take out Soothsayer? We do. Let's continue with Rock now. Siegfried. I do not care about Siegfried. Essentially, Balthazar is going to get rid of Siegfried's taunt. After the first taunt, you can save it, okay? So now we have a guaranteed critical strike. 750k critical strike. Oh, it's beautiful. It's a good caster. I feel like he is a good caster. And he's getting that barrier as well. So we take out Rock as well. We can move on to our friend Blood Priest. Abaddon is up. He can do his big swishy sword ability. We're at 5 stacks again. Apply all the debuffs. Awesome. We get taunted, but it does not matter because we block buffs. So Siegfried does nothing to us at the moment. We hit for a 315k critical strike. And now we are on Azariel. And we can finish Azariel off. Okay, what do I want to do here? Critical strike guaranteed. Bang, 800k critical strike. Oh, it's good to have a caster that does damage, like real damage. It's actually really exciting. I'm getting too excited. Alright, we're at 3 stacks. We're just going to auto attack here. We're just going to take out the enemy Azariel. Shouldn't be too hard with this team. Beautiful. And then we'll be able to get rid of his buffs as well on our next turn. So that shield is going to mean jack shit. Oh, Abaddon did it for us anyway, but we're going to do it as well. Add heaps more debuffs to him. And we should be able to finish him off from here. Okay, going to slow the enemy down. Alright, we're going to speed up to 4 times because we are running out of time. But that's okay. Critical strike. Oh no, it wasn't. I didn't have the guaranteed. But that's okay. I'm not worried. And we are going to finish off the battle. Now, obviously, the Bomb Squad isn't the most amazing team to be versing, but, you know, I want to leave a bit of surprise to you guys. You can work out how you want to use him or where you think he'd be really good. I think he's a really cool champion, especially with the token things, and you can see what he can do. You just need to build him up, but just his damage alone is really good, especially for a caster. We do not have a caster in the game that can really just blast out that big damage. So anyway, guys, that is Balthazar. I hope you enjoyed the spotlight. I hope you enjoyed Balthazar. And yeah, anyway, ladies and gents, if you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment below. I'll answer to the best of my ability. And wherever you are in the world, until next time, please take care of yourself.